with the second episode of our New York Yankees franchise. And the first live stream I did the first series of the franchise. We went 3-1, a lot of close games. Now we got a 2-game series against Tampa Bay in this one, and we got CC Sabathia on the mound for game 1. So just like last stream, we're doing quick counts, and I'm gonna do the entire series, which is 2 games. So let's see how this goes. So we got a home opener in this one. See if we can get our second win of the season and our first home win. Alex Smith is going to lead off. He is 6 for 16 on the year.
And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
And if you didn't see the first stream, I'm playing on Hall of Fame.
Foul. Things expected to warm up a bit as the afternoon goes on, but still just 52 degrees here at game time. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Drury on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, center fielder, number 2, Denard Span.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Previous history with Sabathia. The pitcher's owned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11.
Alright, up next is Denard Span.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is pulled into right.
Pit, Judge is under it for out number 2.
Back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ripped on the ground to first.
So 1-2 inning for CC Sabathia to start.
And the inning is over.
The franchise for him.
Looks strong to start this one. Tampa. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees.
Going up against a lefty today, so Judge and Span and Sanchez should have the advantage in this one.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this.
And a leadoff walk for the leadoff man is Brett Gardner.
Work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures.
There comes Stan. He's only 2 for 16 on the year with a 2-run home run. See if we can prove that right here.
And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things.
They check Gardner over at first base.
Gardner on at first, nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. Gomez has a read on it.
Got a little bit under it there. That's going to be a pop out for number 1. Here comes Aaron Judge, who's 3 for 14 on the year with the home run.
Shutout loss, as were many of his teammates.
Right down the middle, but that is going to be ground right to the shortstop, and that's going to be a double play. That's the leadoff walk. The Yankees cannot capitalize.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He comes in after
C.J. Cron's going to lead it off of Tampa Bay Rays, and inning number 2.
Still 1-2.
We got a 1-2 count.
The 1-2.
The blooper in front of Sanchez. He barehands it and gets him out at first. Out number 1.
One gone here to start the second. Set to get his day started, Matt Duffy, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around.
That's going to pop up the third baseman for out number 2.
And he makes the catch for the second out.
Here's Carlos Gomez. He used to be a really good hitter in the league. He started to drop off a little bit. He's just an average center fielder with above average fielding.
Won't go after the
Let's see if
2-1
CC
sinker,
can get
and
him
it's
out
3
here
balls and a strike
on a
now.
3-1
Well,
count.
this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. They come out of the gate slowly. Just one of their
That's
first
gonna be a walk.
4 have been
And
wins.
Yeah, Matty, to expect
Gomez
to
going
go
the
through
first.
course
With
of a
Brad
long
Miller
season
coming
and
up.
just dominate
It's only
every
2 for 11
game,
on the
every
year.
team. It's just a foolish thought process.
And now he's
You're
2
gonna
for
have
12.
these little hiccups
And
throughout
it's
the course of the
bobbled
season. I think they keep
by Neil
effort
Walker,
as he's
so
able
we
to
only
stick
get
with
1 on that, which there was 2 outs that I did not know about.
Is the next to bat.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I forgot to change the lineup. So Ronald Tavares is in this game. Didi Gregorius got injured in the 4th game of the series, in the first series.
To the right side.
So Tavares is going to be batting in his place. And here comes Gary Sanchez.
Stepping in, Gary
Coming up to the
Sanchez.
plate.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-1. Is in there.
High
Strike number 2.
slider. That's
he thanks
not
his lucky
expected.
stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
A high
Swung on and
fastball.
lifted in the air to left center.
It's going to be
And Span
at
will haul this
left
one away for round
center
number 2.
for out number 2. And here comes Greg Bird, the hottest Yankee hitter on the lineup. And he's going up against lefty today, so he is at a disadvantage.
Misses for the second ball. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in just
2-1
trying
count.
to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
Matty,
is
this
not a
is
strikeout.
classic case of hitting is contagious.
That is not a
They
strike.
scored a bunch of runs
Oh, I'm
last
sorry.
game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Oh, right.
Got the bat up the middle, right back to the
And
pitcher
flip
for
it
out
on the
number
first,
3.
and with it, that ends the inning. A look there at the most famous urban park in the United States, Central Park, set to go again here from Yankee Stadium. 2-2.
We got a 2-2 count here. Start at the 3rd.
Now the 2-2 home from Sabathia. And Sabathia
Ooh,
misses
that's a
here.
close
It runs
pitch.
full now, 3-2.
It's been a great job
I
so
got a
far
full
by
count.
the
We're gonna go with
hitter.
the fastball.
If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell
Swings
for a
and
huge
pulls it
inning.
foul.
Another full count pitch home.
Another
Timing
foul
just
ball.
to tick off there as this
Stays
one's
full
fouled
count.
off to the right. The 3-2 one more time. And he lays
That's
off
gonna be a
there,
low ball. That's
four.
the
So
second
leadoff
walk
man is on
CC's
here to
allowed
begin
in this
inning
game.
number 3.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And
Ooh, a high
swung on,
changeup
missed
gets
for the
him.
first out.
He's looking for a fastball on that one.
Striding in once again, Malik Smith. Flied out in his first at
Back to the top of the lineup. Malik Smith is up and he pops up. South center for Neil Walker.
He
makes the play. Comes to Nud Span with 1-1 count.
Two gone. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span.
CC misses low and
that one
outside.
stayed too low apparently. Sinker
He misses
there.
inside
Now
on
he's in
that
trouble,
one.
3-1.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know
Another pop up to South center, and Neil Walker is going to be there once again for out number 3.
Put this one away in the inning.
Here comes Brandon Dury up at the plate. He's only 1 for 14 on the year. See if he can improve that right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line towards center
And
field.
a diving attempt,
out of the glove.
but it's not going to be caught.
Everybody's different.
Brandon
coming
Dury's
out of
gonna make a
spring
first
training.
base.
Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that
Here comes Neil Walker, the switch hitter. See if he can move Dury up a little bit on the base path. That's a low changeup for strike number 2.
Aboard here at first with nobody out. swing and
that's going to be a changeup strike.
Strikes for the first out.
3.
And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched
Here
his
comes
first
Aaron
career
Hicks.
major league strikeout.
Another switch hit.
Well, man, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at
Right
least
back up the
one
middle.
pitch
This is gonna be a double play.
There, the inning is over.
Neither teams can get anything going here at the beginning of this
Stepping
game.
in and ready for another shot, Wilson Ramos, as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
This is line to left, and the Rays are in the hit column.
That's going to be the first hit for the Tampa Bay Rays here in the top of the 4th.
Ready
C.J.
for another
Cron's gonna come up
chance.
next.
C.J. Cron, he's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the
He's going to hit
plate
a
so
bomb
far.
over to
Line
Brett
drive
Gardner,
to
who
left.
makes
Gardner
the
is
nice
there, and he'll
catch
bring
on
this
the
one in.
route number 1.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Matt Duffy. He popped out in his first
Matt
trip.
Duffy's up for the 1-1
Runners
count.
on the move for second. Popped up.
They
Back
sent the
behind
runner, but he's going to
second.
pop up to
Their
Neil
play
Walker.
is Walker, and
For
there
out
are
number
2
2.
gone now.
Carlos Gomez is up
Digging in
next.
for his
He
second
walked
at
his
bat,
first
Carlos
time up.
Gomez. He drew a walk his first time up. Ground
To the
ball
grounder
sent back
over
up the
to
middle.
Ronald Torreyes. He does a spin, and
Dirt to first, and he can't
Greg
come up
Bird
with a
can't
clean.
pick it up out of the dirt.
Hey, good effort all around, offense and defense. Nice approach on the offensive side and on the defensive side. What more can you ask of him? Wasn't able to get to his feet, understandably.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit.
And that's going to be bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Ken Sabathia get out of this jam.
With 2 gone.
Full count here.
Boy, this is a big inning, Bruin. How about back-to-back?
And he pops up to Neil Walker, the 3rd pop up to Neil Walker in this inning. And Neil Walker gets all 3 putouts. Here comes Brett Gardner coming up. He walked his first time up.
Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man.
2-1 count. Another high slider. I don't know why he keeps throwing that.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout?
And that's going to be a single for Brett Gardner.
You want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls.
Here comes Stan up at the plate. He flew out. Almost had a home run his last time up. Let's see what he can do here.
Giancarlo Stanton now. No offer
Be a ball
on that.
inside.
2 balls
2-1 count.
Gardner gets his lead at first. Nobody out.
I swung a little early on that one.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset is held?
And now they've got him picked off. And
they pick off Gardner at first.
Second, and they will tag him out.
He was not paying attention. That's going to be out number 1. That could hurt the Yankees in this game.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Smoked on the
Right up the middle into the shift.
And there are 2 away.
Round number 2. Here comes Aaron Judge. Grounded out his first time up.
Aaron Judge. Swing line.
A nice rip by Aaron Judge into the left center. Gardner would have scored on that, but it probably would have been a double play actually. If he didn't get caught. So, it's 2-out double.
Yeah, this one was
Sorry.
starting to look like
Aaron Judge with Ronald Torreyes coming up.
3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead
0-2
standing
count.
out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a
And he
miss as
swings on a little
chases one out of his
changeup,
zone for the
and that's
third
going to be the end of the
strike,
inning.
and that's the
And Judge is stranded on second base.
Next for the Rays, Rob Refsnyder looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Fastball, strike
tough
three,
call for the
called on
pitcher.
outside
I mean, for the
corner.
hitter.
Pretty
That's
generous
we shake
corner
the
at that,
excuses
as
about
that's the
it.
first down of the inning. Malik Smith the next to hit. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And a fastball.
Another strikeout for Sabathia, back to back.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down.
Another
via
full
the
count. It's
punch-out,
3
so
full
we'll
counts
see
in
if
a
he can
row.
fare any better. Popped him up.
That one's going to be popped up, and Stan's not going to be able to get
This will
there.
land foul.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2,
And
back
Tavares
up at
can't make the
plate.
play. That's going to be
He
a
has
single
chance
to
to get
Bernard
on
Span.
and get the big boys up.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right
There's
there.
Wilson
Can't send
Ramos
it back
with
right
2-1
where it
count.
Ready once again, Wilson Ramos. Last
Ooh,
time
that's
through
a low
was base
strike
hit.
call.
All even at 2-2. And Sabathia
Just
misses
inside,
here.
so
Runs
full
full now,
count.
3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Line
Ramos
drive
hits it to left field, and Brett Garner's going to make the play for out number 3.
At
Here
the
comes
plate,
Gary Sanchez to lead off on a
He flew out
3-0
in his
count.
last
This could be
at-bat.
a very good pitch for Sanchez.
Oh, at the green
Little
light
low.
there, but it's 3 balls and a strike
A
down.
little bit on top of
Hey,
that
this
one.
pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Sent
Oh,
in
that's
the
a
air
deep
after
hit.
straightaway center.
And it's going to be called by the
And
center
this is
fielder.
handled out there by
Not
Span
enough
for the
power on
first
that
down.
one.
Now batting.
Alright, good Bird's
Left-handed
going to come
power
up.
bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Way
Good
outside.
2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
A high fastball, it's hit. And it's going back.
Back goes Gomez.
It's back, and
He finds the short porch for a
it is
home run.
gone. Greg Bird with the home run, barely clearing the wall in right field. And Greg Bird gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead after the bomb on that very high fastball.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked
I was
him out
watching
of
this
here.
replay. I want to see how
That's
close
the
this
first one
might
of
feel
the
like
year,
good too, because I thought they
and
caught it
many
for a
more are
second.
sure to follow.
Of course, it unnecessary. That, look how high that fastball. Oh my god, how did he even make contact on that? That was a high fastball. He just
Into the box now.
launched
Brandon
it.
Drury.
Another high fastball. This one
Refsnyder has
not
his
gonna
play.
get
He's got it,
a
and there
good
are 2
contact
down
on
now.
that one. Alright. Up next, Neil Walker. Struck out his first time up. He's having a very slow start to the year. And if it does continue, Torres could be called up sooner than we thought.
2-1. Ground ball, foul down the left side.
2-2 count.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Neil Walker. And
Change
the
it full
changeup
count.
is way low that
Change
time.
it inside.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big
That's a
when
foul
you're hitting
ball.
towards the bottom of the order.
Can Neil Walker keep this inning alive?
Count still full.
Another
3-2.
foul ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball
Another
lined
foul
softly
ball,
here toward
almost
the
called
right
by the
side.
diving first
And he
baseman.
dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul. And he struck
he
him out, so he
launches
was
the
forced to make
sinker.
9 pitches that at bat, but he'll take it. As
Alright,
the
so it's a
inning is
1-0 lead after the 5th by the home run by
digging in
Greg
once
Bird.
again, C.J. Cron. He sets a
Been the
lead us
hottest
off
hitter
in
on the
6th
team,
inning.
and right now he's leading us to the lead along with TC Sabathia on the mound.
The 1-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. The 1-2. Ripped down the
And what a
first
play
base
by
line.
Greg Bird over that first base for out number 1. Matt
Ready
Duffy's
for
gonna
another
come
shot
up.
now. Matt Duffy. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Hit hard on the ground.
That's gonna be a single
That
into
finds
center
its way
field.
into center for a 1-out base hit.
Here comes Carlos
So a runner at
Gomez
first now with one
up
away,
at the plate.
and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez.
High
In for a
fastball
and
for
he
strike
jumps
2.
ahead 1-2 now. Here's Sabathia on 1-2.
And he gets him with the sinker low and away for out number 2. Here comes Brad Miller.
Brad Miller. It was a single for him in his last at bat. Count still at
Fouls off
1-2.
the fastball.
Duffy, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Sabathia throws the slider, and that's gonna fall in.
He can't get there. So
And
the
Gardner's
inning will
gonna
continue.
misplay it. And that's gonna be an RBI. That is the second time this Yankees defense has messed up to start the season and allowing a run.
It's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout.
And now,
So he squares this.
Joe's going to cut that one off, but it's still going to be enough, and Tampa Bay's going to have the lead after Gardner can't make that play
That
and
has
left.
to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead.
What
You
a
have to feel good
disappointment
when you get down to first base.
for CC Sabathia.
See him turn to his boys
He's had a
right there and
shutout,
get fired up.
and now he's not going to get them at.
100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment
This
down,
defense
center
is
himself
falling
and come through in a big
apart.
spot.
So Tampa's batting order turns over and set to go.
And they're going to
Now it's
continue.
to see what he can do here. 2 on, 2
Oh,
away, 2 home
this
so far
defense
this
just
inning.
completely fell apart.
Ready for another chance. Denard Span. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he'll get there.
And that's going to be the end of the inning
Plenty of
after
time to put this one away.
a terrible defensive inning by the
Digging in
Yankees.
for his second at
They
bat,
get the
Aaron
1-0
Hicks.
lead, and then
Things
they
not
just
looking very good so far
completely
this
allow
one.
it
We're still in
them
the middle innings. They're
to
down
take the
by
lead.
a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind.
That's
and
probably the
win
end of
this one in the 8th or
Sabathia's
9th
night, and it's not the way he wanted to end
Yankee
it.
order. Digging in, Brett Gardner. He steps in off of
Adam
base
Warren's
hit in
going to
his
warm
last
up in the
at-bat.
bullpen.
It's a
The high
2 balls and 2 strikes
fastball.
now.
2-2 count.
Set to deal on 2-2. This is
Gardner
on
hits the
ground over
slider,
first.
but he's going to pull it a little bit too
And
much
step
to the
on
first
first
baseman
himself for the out.
for out number 2. Here comes Stan up at the plate. He has not gotten a hit today. Let's see if we can get one.
Carlos Stanton. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
The shot down left field, but it's going to go foul.
And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Wilson Ramos. He'll stand in now against CC
Sabathia's
Sabathia
gonna
to
start
get the
the
inning
7th.
started.
Let's see how far he's going to go.
Hit hard on the ground to the right.
I'm guessing that's going to be the end of it for him.
So a leadoff single here
And
to
they
start
get
the
him
7th.
from right field.
Bulls play
Aaron
first, but
Judge.
great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Oh man, I don't know how
Wow,
that happened.
look at this
Looked to be a
cannon
base
by
hit to
Aaron
the outfield,
Judge.
But then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Here's C.J. Cron now. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
And Aaron Judge can't make that
Always a
play.
tough question to answer for
And that's
a
going to go
manager,
all the way to the wall.
especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got
And
to
that's
kind of
gonna be
look
a
for some
double.
signs.
Another
Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's
defense
still throwing strikes,
fell
stuff
apart.
like that.
Yeah, good points
And
to keep an eye on if he
Sabathia's day is
continues on
over.
much longer.
Now pitching for
Adam Warren's gonna come in.
number 43, Adam Warren.
Standing in now, Matt Duffy. This one's chopped.
That
foul
1-2
right
count to
plate.
Matt
The count
Duffy.
moves now to 1-2. Hit in the air out to center
And another
field.
pop up
Walker,
to
shading
Neil
his
Walker.
right. He's got it, and
For
there
out
are
number
2
2.
down now. Here's Carlos Gomez, head-to-head with Adam Warren. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Rocket to third.
Gardner cuts it
That's
off.
in there. Base
He
hit.
guns it
The throw to
home.
the plate.
And it's gonna be off target, and that's gonna be another run
He's in there to score.
for the Blue Jays.
Hey, Dero, that's a big
Oh, the
RBI
base.
right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball 1-2. Gomez is off at first with 2 away. There goes Gomez.
Yeah, that's me strike 3, but another run for the Rays.
Spring on him that time, and
The Yankees just fell apart on defense. Can the offense bring them back?
1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast.
Big
they
high
can certainly use that right
pop
now.
up that is gonna be
And this will
caught
be taken
by
in
the
out
right
there by
fielder
Gomez
for the first out.
out.
Now batting,
Ronald Torre is the next to bat.
Therese is gonna come up.
The 0-2 home. Softly hit.
He's gonna get a nice blooper to the left field for the base
That's in
hit.
for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Hey, they don't all have to be.
Here
beautiful.
comes
They
Gary
just have to be
Sanchez.
basic. That's exactly what that
2-2
was.
count.
Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez.
Inside
Didn't
fastball.
miss by much.
Gonna be a full
It's
count.
now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at that, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now a double play ball.
And
here.
that's
This is on
gonna
the ground
be
to
a
third.
double
There's
play.
one. On the first, it's a double play.
Once again, the Yankees can't do anything on offense.
Riding in once again, Adeiny Echeverria. He came through with an RBI single in his last
Adam
at-bat.
Warren allows a leadoff
That's
single.
in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player. Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest
Oh,
with
I
ourselves,
completely
that one's
missed that
a
one.
little bit too much of the plate.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Strike
Struck
3.
him out. Struck him out
the
again,
first out.
I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Malik Smith the next to hit.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting
And that's going to
practice,
be
but at
another
least his guys
run
are ahead.
for the
And they're on
Rays.
the score from second to make this a 5-1 game now.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4, and you know that save situation's gone out the window. Don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch 8 innings of baseball, you get up to warm up in the 9th, and you're all ready to go thinking, hey, I'm going to come in and get me a 3-out save, and all of a sudden you're out.
Swing and a
And
miss.
there's
That
strike
retires
3.
the side, and
But
that will
another
do it.
run for the Rays.
It's a run on
5-1
2 hits, 1
game.
left. Chaz Rowe.
Greg Bird's going to come up to the plate.
He'll be appearing in his 3rd game this
The
season.
Yankees are going to warm up. Tommy Canley for the 9th inning.
They'll run this one
And
on him, and he
a
can't
terrible
connect, so he
swing.
finds himself down 1-2.
Terrible swing.
Two things pitchers
By
really
Greg
love:
Bird.
called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
The count now at 2-2.
And they hit Greg Bird, and he's going to walk the first pitch.
To open the frame.
Now batting.
And Brandon Drury is going to come up.
Brendan Drury, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. The 1-1 home. Misses above
That's
the
a
zone
high
for a
slider.
ball.
Ball number 2. He's going to hit right back up the middle.
That's through, and he's
As
now
we runners
2
on
for 3
first
in
and
this one.
second with no outs.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for
And
long.
Neil
That's
Walker's
the ebbs
gonna
and
come up
flows
to the
of
plate.
baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has
He
batted
struck
the
out
ball
both
4
times tonight, but he's got a 3-1 count here.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Hit down the line.
Pulls that one foul for a full count.
The Yankees have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to see if they can get it, but now it sure would be a good time.
The 3-2 pitch. And he
That's going to be
misses
a
with it,
walk,
ball
and
4,
bases
so
are
that'll load the
loaded for
bases,
Aaron
and now
Hicks.
he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Can
Digging
he
in
do
to switch
something
hitter,
here?
Aaron Hicks. And guys,
Get
this
the
is
Yankees
clearly
a
one of the
rally
bigger
going.
at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that
Oh,
clutch
he
hit.
just
They've kind of been
pulls that
elusive
one
all
foul.
day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
The 1-2.
It's going to be a high slider.
Two.
The 2-2 count. Ooh, he barely makes contact on that one.
5-1 our score as we play the 8th. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in is Span. One run.
They send home
Throw into third.
the second
And the
run.
runner
It's a
scores from
5-3
second as they
game.
cut away
No
into that
outs, guys.
deficit
First
here.
and
It's
second.
now a 5-3 ball game.
And they're going to take out the pitcher, and Brett Gardner's going to come up against the lefty.
Number 46.
Payoff pitch on its way.
It's a fastball right down the middle, but
On the infield, and the infield
Gardner gets under that one for the first out. And they take out the lefty to go to the righty against Stan.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Next for New York, Aaron Judge. It was a flyout for him in his
That's
last
check up for
trip.
Stan. Can Judge do something?
No
Good
offer
fastball
on that,
outside.
2 balls and a strike.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 home.
And a high fastball. Judge hits it deep.
Deep left field. Looking up is Smith, and as Yankees fans here on television quite frequently, see ya! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. And
What
this
a
one gives them
comeback.
the lead. It's 6-5.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the
Aaron Judge just
anytime.
possibly
As a
won
pitcher,
the
you just
game.
have to regroup
The
and
New York
get back
Yankees.
on that
Chapman's
horse.
going to warm him up now. Tommy Kahnle's going to sit down. What an 8th inning by the New York Yankees. They put up 4 runs.
Into the box, Ronald Torreyes. And he checks his swing. Did he
I
go
said he
around?
went on that swing.
Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2.
Yeah, strike 2.
6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error.
What an
on the
8th
Yankee
inning,
line
though.
score so far.
Aaron Judge comes in clutch.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And strike 3 there.
Don't think that was
They'll
a strike.
finally work out of the inning as the
But
side is
here
retired.
comes Aroldis Chapman after Judge takes the lead for the Yankees.
Here's CJ
Could have came at a better time, and here comes Aroldis Chapman coming out for his second save opportunity of the year. Can he get the save? Oh, that's a deep fly ball, and Hicks gets there and gets the first out.
So
Matt Duffy's going to come up.
Matt Duffy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Fouls that one off. Swung very early on that one. Was probably looking for a fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy.
99 on the radar.
Here now the 2-2.
Goes to the slider, which is fouled off.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there.
And there's another slider for strike 3. One more out, and the Yankees are going to pull this home opener off. Check off the second win of the season.
Matt Duffy goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Oh, and he misses it. Now the Yankee Stadium crowd, 52,000 plus.
And strike 3. The Yankees win the home opener and improve to a 2-3 record.
A 1-run game, 6-5.
Just like we do in the streams, we were going to take a 5-minute break in between Game 1 and Game 2, and I will see you guys in about 5 minutes. Alright guys, I am back. Let's start up game 2. We got Severino versus Chris Archer. Both of them had a fantastic first outing of the season. Let's see who can win it here in their second outing. Therese is still playing, Didi's still injured. I'm just gonna move Therese down the lineup, put Greg Bird up there instead of having him there. So as you can see in the lineup, Gardner's doing good, Judge is a little slow, Stan's a little slow. Judge is starting to pick it up a little bit, Greg Bird's playing amazing, and everyone else is kind of pretty cold right now. See if we can get to a 500 record. Right now we both have the same record.
Baseball from the
there's Luis Severino.
Malik Smith.
There's Malik
this
Smith.
one off today. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball,
Strike
3
three to start the
looking
game.
to begin the afternoon.
Here comes Bernard Span. 1-2 count.
He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
We got grounded over to Greg Bird for out number 1. Now number 2.
Bag himself for the out.
Here comes Wilson Ramos. 1-1 count.
First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Good idea with the change,
That one
but
just
it's
missed.
2-1. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. Been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3.
That one just missed as well. Let's make a 3-1
Yeah,
count.
yesterday's affair was a one-run game. Quick turnaround, back on the field for a day game today, trying to get out of here with a 2-game sweep.
You know, it's always difficult to try to sweep a team, even though it's a 2-game set. When you have a quick turnaround like this one, D-Row, you're really
And that's gonna be a
depending
ball
on your
for
starting pitcher to get on the game.
Buff at
pitch well,
bat for
control some
Severino.
scoreless innings.
Next to bat will be the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a
And that's
slow
me ground
start
out
this year.
to Neil Walker
And as it
for out
turns
number
out,
3.
the 2-out.
Pretty good inning for Severino. Here comes Chris
gets the
Archer.
ball for the
5
Rays in
Ks,
this
2
one.
walks.
What do we need to know here, Danny?
Through 7 and a third, with the 1.23 ERA and 7 hits, and that's 2 runs allowed.
It was a really good
That comes
performance.
Brett Gardner, our
And if he
leadoff
keeps pitching
hitter.
like that, he's going to start piling up some wins.
Here comes Brett Gardner now as he'll lead things off in the home first. Lifted down the
He's
line and
gonna
left.
be a little late on that one.
And that will end up a foul ball.
He's gonna go foul.
Here now the 2-2. Pulled toward right center.
Gets a
field.
little bit under that one. That's gonna be a
Kiermaier's
pop
got a
out
read on
to
it.
right center.
1 out. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown
Here comes John
Yankees.
Carlos Stan. A
Dan
very
Flutie,
slow start
first
for
up.
him. Let's see if he can turn it around.
Pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the
Slider
bat well,
away.
they just go.
Be a 2-1
guys,
count.
the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first
Gonna be a 3-1
Yeah,
count.
guys, yesterday's loss was a tough
It's
one.
the hot
One
Aaron
run
Judge
loss.
on
Hopefully
deck.
They were able
Let's
to
see
just acclimate themselves to the
what
city.
he's gonna do here
Get a
against
chance to
Stan.
hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit. and
Stan's
show up
gonna
today
miss
ready.
that one a little bit. It's gonna be a full count.
Into the
So a
windup,
high
ready with the
fastball.
payoff pitch. And
Has to be
misses
ball
that
4.
one. It's ball 4.
Judge is going,
One-out
Stan's
walk
going to
here in the
first, with
home
Judge
first.
coming up to the plate.
So
A 1-1
digging in
count.
now, Aaron Judge head to head against Chris Archer, just a 1 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And he lays off
Slider
for a ball.
outside.
2-1.
It's a 2-1 count.
Archer has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark.
Judge is gonna hit that one up the middle, and they're gonna be able to turn 2 after the end of the first.
Set to get his day started, Matt Duffy, and it's been a real
Matt
struggle
Duffy
for him with the
is
bat
up
so
at the
far
plate.
this year, looking to get things turned around.
Fastball's
in a hurry.
just gonna miss
2 balls
outside.
and 2 strikes to Duffy.
That
And that
fastball
misses,
is
so
miss
it's a full
inside.
count, 3-2.
It's a full count.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close.
And he's gonna strike out on the slider.
But now he let him right back into this at bat.
So he racks up
Kiermaier
the
up at the
strikeout
plate.
on the breaking ball. Matt Duffy goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Don't think he played yesterday against CC
And it's
since
a
he was a
ball and 2
lefty.
strikes to Kiermaier now.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he
Good
makes.
backhand by Matt Dury over at third.
Throw in time
The
at
second
first
half.
for route number 2.
Comes
Up
Carlos
next for the
Gomez.
Rays, Carlos Gomez.
2-2 count.
He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Severino's going to hit him swinging on that slider for out number 3. And the Yankees are going to come back up here in the bottom of the second.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Greg Bird. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Now the fastball is
Ooh,
right
and
by him
he's
as
just
he
under,
swings and misses
a little
for
bit
the
late
first
on that
out of the inning.
fastball. That's his first out of the second. Here comes Gary
Next for New
Sanchez,
York,
another
Gary
power
Sanchez.
bat.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. This is
A
line to
nice
left.
rip by Sanchez, and that's going to be a single
Gets
to
down,
left
and
field
he's got himself
for
a
Gary
base hit.
Sanchez. 1 out.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled
Here
that
comes
coming. Turned it
Brandon Dury. But 2-1 count.
In now, Brandon Drury down the first
Gonna hit down the
baseline.
first base line. He can't pick it up. And he is going to get him at first, but it's moved Sanchez over the second. 2 outs with Neil Walker coming up. See if we can drive him
Taking
home.
in the switch hitter, Neil Walker, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away.
High changeup. Threw him off a little bit.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
A slider right down the middle is going to get past third baseman, and they're going to keep Sanchez
And they're going to
at
hold
third.
that runner at third base. As even with 2
Aaron
away,
Hicks is
they
going to come
didn't
up
like
and see if he can
chances
drive
there.
in Gary Sanchez. They're only 90 feet away.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a 2-1 count. Hicks going to hit it up to center field, and it's going to fall for an RBI single for Aaron Hicks, and the Yankees take a 1-0 lead here on the bottom of the
Boy, that
second.
has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team
Here comes
lead.
Ronald
You have to feel good
Torreyes with a
when you get
2-2
down to
count.
first base.
Yeah, it's just
See what he can do here.
See him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment
He's going to pop it
down,
up
center himself
behind the
and
first
come-
baseman, and he's going to
we'll
make
have to
that
leave
play
it
for the
there.
third out.
Play is made.
The Yankees do take a 1-0 lead.
Welcome back to Major League Baseball.
Alright guys, I just need to change the setting real quick in the stream, and then we'll get going back in this game again. Alright guys,
Ball on the
let's
show
continue
as
this.
we're set to go here in the third from the Bronx. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun.
Oh,
Still
what a
effective
strike.
when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s.
Strike
though.
3.
You froze him on the fastball there. Brad Miller becomes the first out of the inning. Swing and a liner,
Never pulled
but foul.
foul, or not pull.
Into the windup. Here comes the
He is
0-2
right.
pitch. Skied
So the
into very
fastball right down the middle.
shallow
Got lucky
right.
that
Judge
was
is
only a
under,
blooper to the right
and
field.
he brings it in for the
And
second out
Judge
of the inning.
brings that one in. Comes Malik Smith, who struck out in the
Smith
first.
the next to hit.
Full
0-1
count.
here in the early going. A
Severino gets him on an ugly swing. Another strikeout for Severino.
Here's Brett Gardner now. It was a flyout for him to start the home first. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Three and one now.
That's a 3-1 count to Brett Gardner.
The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. And
that's going to be ball 4. Gardner's going to be heading to first base.
To lead off the home half of the third.
Here comes the slugging.
Digging in for his second at
DH.
bat, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo
Stanton.
Stanton.
Walk his first time up.
And they send Brett Gardner, and they're gonna gun him out at second. He wasn't even close. He wasn't even close.
That was a great throw from a guy
Not
that's
that good of a jump
necessarily
for Brett
known
Gardner.
for his catch and throw abilities. He had a huge lead over at first, but it didn't make much of a difference as he's cut down.
Now a shot sent off
That
to the
should have
right
been
side.
a bomb. Just a little late on that one.
Right there.
That could have been very bad.
He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
That was just a perfect pitch that he
Did
can.
he hold up in time?
They said he swung at that.
No,
Okay.
he went around. It's strike 3.
Alright, comes Aaron Judge up at the plate.
Starts to go around.
Ooh, he almost wanted that
He
one.
held up ball 2.
Right up the middle, but they're in a shift. I really hate the shift. It's really annoying. And that's to be out 3. And Severino's be back on down for the top of the 4th.
We begin the top of the 4th.
Got a 3-0 count. See if he can
And he finally gets this one
get
over
back
for
into
strike 1.
pitcher's count.
The 3-1. And this
And he does just that. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Can Severino punch him out or get him out? And that's a deep ball. And Aaron Judge makes the play. Right in front of the wall.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He threw a base on balls his first time up. 1 out, nobody on. For Walker now at second. And there's out number 2.
That's out number 2 here in the 4th. See if Severino gets to another inning.
Here's C.J. Cron now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
It's a 1-2 count to
No
Cron.
runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far.
Sanchez wants the slider, and that is going to be a hit into right field. Judge is going to cut it off perfectly in the corner and hold it to a wall, just the same.
Off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting out quickly and getting it
1-0 count again.
Keep him at first for a long single.
And that was,
also nice job by the
that was terrible on my part.
His head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out.
Alright, can Severino get out of this?
Play happening in front of him. Put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been tough
I
if he
just
tried to
missed.
stretch that one into a double.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for
That's
a
a full count.
3-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a
Threw a high
fastball,
changeup and got
locked him up
lucky
with the changeup.
on that one. And that's going to be on number 3. And we're going to the bottom of the 4th. And here comes Greg Bird.
Power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Not surprising.
And he gets a little bit too high on that fastball. It's going to be just a easy play for the first baseman. Alright, comes Gary Sanchez. 2-2 count.
He reached on a single in his first try.
See what's going to happen.
Hit to third.
And he's going to pull it right to the shift. And that's going to be on number 2. Brandon Dury's going to come up.
In to try it again. Brandon Drury comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he lays off this one down
2-1 count.
Ball 2. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. Takes that one a little bit low.
3-1 count now.
Neil Walker would be next if they can keep this inning alive.
Ooh, I probably should have held up on that.
Line towards center
Perfect
field. And that's a base
swing by Brandon Dury to get a 2-out single.
So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut.
Alright, comes Neil Walker up on a 1-2 count.
Standing in now, Neil Walker.
Oh, I don't know what he was swinging at right there. Well, that's going to be the end of the 4th. Here comes Carlos Gomez to lead off the 5th. He's going to swing on that one and another strikeout. Severino.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Miller. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Bounced softly in front of the plate.
And Sanchez guns him out for number 2.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Adeiny Echeverria. He flew out in his last at bat. Grounded back
grounder over to Tavares for out number 3.
Rays go in order 1, 2, 3.
Here comes Aaron Hicks to lead off.
Aaron Hicks,
bottom of the 5th.
He singled his last time up. The 3-1. Just got a piece up
Little
the
blooper
line.
up the line.
It's foul.
And it's going to be foul.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
And gets a little bit under that one. And it's going to be under at center field for out number 1. Comes Ronald Tavares.
Ronald Tavares. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Smith.
That was a pretty good rip right there. Just didn't have the power. Up next is Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 1 with a walk.
In his last trip.
See what he can do here.
Nobody on. Check swing.
Check swings on that low
says the home plate umpire.
changeup.
Ball 2.
It's going to be a 2-1
That's a
count.
great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his
High
hands.
fastball. He swings at it, fouls it off. It's going to be a 2-2 count.
The 2-2.
Another high fastball. He's going to foul that one off as well.
Down the left field line and deep.
Foul another one off.
And that will end up a
Little late on that one.
The 2-2 one more time. Now
I'm going to hit him on the elbow, and he's going to be going to face. I can stand up to the plate.
He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Not a great start for
first with a
man in
bounce
this
in the inning.
franchise.
On the ground.
Going to ground it over the 3rd, and they're going to get Gardner at 2nd. And a fieldless choice.
Malik Smith the next to hit. To start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. Now, they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
That's gonna be a full count.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave
And
and a miss.
strike
He struck him
3
out.
for Severino.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Ramos is up. Let me check his pitch count real quick. Okay, it doesn't show you that. I thought it did.
The 1-2.
Let me pop up Neil Walker to end the 6th.
And Walker will put this one away, and the inning is. Here's
Alright, Aaron Judge is going to come up.
No hits.
We are going to warm up Dylan Betances just in case Severino can't get through the 3rd. Other 7. I don't know why I said 3rd.
Couldn't wait back.
Way ahead of that one.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And it's up to a
Wow.
3-2 full count now.
He was able to stick that
right by
fastball by him
Aaron
on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
That's going to be a strikeout. From a 3-0 count to a strikeout. That's not too good.
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Okay, we got Greg Bird up.
One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get him out.
I got a 1-2 count. 2-2 count.
A slider that misses 2-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Into the shift, and he's still gonna get it through. And that's gonna be a single for Greg Bird. And here comes Gary Sanchez.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. 1-1. Waves and misses.
I did not want to check
for
swing.
Bird, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Good slider outside.
2-2
count.
2-2.
That's a check swing.
Started to go. Did he hold up
Full
in
count.
time? Yes, says the
To Gary
first base
Sanchez.
umpire. It's ball 3 now. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home.
And he's going to check swing again, and that's the middle ball for Gary Sanchez.
Says the home plate umpire.
Brendan Dury's going to come up with a full count.
It's ball 4.
A high fastball is going to get him swing. Round number 2. Here comes Neil Walker with a 1-1 count. See if he can bring home a run or 2.
Walker lays off.
Slider away.
2 balls and a strike.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Try to hold back the swing, but
that's
he'll do
terrible.
so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
It's going to be a full count.
3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Right down the middle, but it's going to be hit right to the first baseman.
Threat will not come to pass. Here's C.J. Cron now. He'll start the 7th. And
Severino's going to stay in to start the 7th. Let's see how far he can get.
Today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well. So it's a full count now, 3-2.
Gets him looking on the strike.
And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
That's the 8th strikeout for Luis Severino.
Digging in once again, Matt Duffy. It was a walk in his last trip. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Both of those.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again.
Wow.
I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
3-2 full count. 3-2 pitch. On the ground.
Swings with that one and he gets it through for a 1-out single.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
And
he gets some swing for strike number 3. 2 outs. Runner on first.
It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last
Severino throws a high slider. Can Greg Bird get there? He does, but he doesn't put his glove up. And he gets him swinging at the slider, and 7 strong innings by Severino. Only allowing 2 hits and no runs. And now the Yankees are going to go to the bullpen for the 8th and the 9th. David Robinson's going to warm up.
1 for 2 in this one. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Smart letter early on that changeup.
And it's fouled away.
Terrible pitch to swing at right there.
Sent out to straightaway.
A little bit under that one.
Kiermaier's got a read on it.
That's going to be on number 1.
Next for New York, Ronald Torreyes. 0 for 2
Here comes Torreyes coming up at the plate. See what he can do here.
The 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right.
The blue over the Vey, and it's going to be caught by the right fielder for out number 2.
Riding in once again, Brett Gardner. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Here it comes on 1-1. Here's a foul.
That's going to be a 1-2 count to Brett Gardner.
Move it to 1-2.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark. Especially
whoa, and Gardner almost gets hit again.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
He's just going to pop up that pitch. That's going to be on number 2.
And Ramos will look up and make the catch to retire the side. Digging in once again, Brad Miller.
The Yankees are taking no chances. Severino's day is done, and they're going to bring in David Robinson for this setup.
Second appearance of the season so far. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side, and this is going to find its way into left.
It's going to be a leadoff single for the Rays.
To start the 8th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Now this is hit.
This is going to go for the 1 out. It's going to be that guy at second. That's the 1 out.
Second, he'll just flip on to first for the sure out.
Alex Smith is up.
So stepping in, Malik Smith, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 2-1 to the Rays lead.
They're just going to walk.
The runner at second with 1 away.
Smith. And try to get a double play.
It looks like they're going to put him on intentionally.
First base is
open.
open.
That'll set up the double play possibility with 1 away.
Number 2, designated hitter, Denard Spain.
Ready for another chance.
Here comes Denard Span up at the plate.
Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
This is on the ground over to first.
You get the guy at second, can't get him at first.
They get him by an eyelash.
There's going to be 2 outs, a guy on third and first. Can Robinson coming close?
First base. Up next for the Rays, Wilson Ramos. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2
That's me, Pablo.
at-bats.
Good bird.
Pops this one up. Bird in foul ground. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position.
What a catch.
Rays strand a pair. Chaz Rome will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 52.
Ready for another shot now. Giancarlo Stanton, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Alright, and we're going to warm up Chapman. Try to get his second save of the series.
Tried to hold up there.
Alright, the next one on that one.
First, and no swing. It's ball 2. Set. Here's the 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here.
It's been a very slow start for Stan.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And he's going to swing and miss on that slider low.
Slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Aaron Judge. He's hitless in
He's the savior of the last game. I don't really need him to be one here, but if you can get an extra run.
Oh, now here's
but he's not going to get an extra run, but he's going to get a double to left center to possibly set up somebody else to drive him in.
He'll reach second now with 1 away.
Good clutch hitting by Aaron Judge the last 2 games.
Everything you can to add to the lead.
Greg Bird's going to come up.
It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Here it comes on 0-2. Missed with a slider. Rowe, playing here in his age 31 season, was selected in the 1st round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball.
That's a 2-2 count.
I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice.
Oh, what a whip.
Sent out to straightaway center
And
field.
it's not going to have enough power.
Tiermeyer is there now, and he has it.
That's a 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th.
At second. He'll head back
Gary Sanchez coming up to the plate.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. It was a walk.
And they're going to walk Sanchez. They don't even want to test him.
And there's the 4th wide.
They're going to walk Sanchez to bring up
That's what's
Brendan Drury.
treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Brendan Drury, and a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. The 2-1 home.
Drury's going to get under that one, and that's going to be the end of the bottom of the 8th. And we're going to send in Chapman to see if he can get back-to-back saves in this series.
Here's C.J. Cron now. Lifetime numbers versus David Robertson. He's a .333 hitter. Aroldis Chapman comes out of the
Chapman's in for his 3rd save attempt of the year.
1-1. Misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Swing on that one. He's going to pop that one up over the Gardner and left for out number 1.
Is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the 1st out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
10 Ks. Severino on the day.
Matt Duffy, a hit in
I was hoping Chapman can save this and get him to win.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
and he's 1 out away from getting
his
his third save of the year.
Toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Oh, that one just missed inside.
Close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed.
Strike
so with
2.
that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon.
And strike 3. The Yankees come back after having a 1-3 series against Toronto. Sweep the Rays 2-0 in the second series and make their record 3-3 on the year. Great outing by Severino and a great pitching performance all around for this Yankees team. So that's going to be the end of the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. The next video will probably come out on Saturday. That's going to be that 4-game series against Baltimore. And then we got Boston after that. So if you guys like this series and you like this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe for this series is going to be continuing possibly through MLB 19 and possibly going through 3 or 4 seasons of this Yankees franchise. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys for the next stream where Tanaka and Dylan Bundy are going to start off that series. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and hope you enjoy your day, and I will see you guys next time.